What's going on, family? This is Scrapbook Boxing, a museum of the Forgotten Fisticuffs series. We're going to continue with the greatest fighters of all time with the Cuban Bong Bong, Kid Chocolate. Let's take a look at his career. Born Cyril, Cuba, January 6, 1910, he stood 5 feet 6 inches. He started a business career early as a newsboy, then turned to amateur boxing. He fought in 100 amateur bouts and scored 86 knockouts. He was then signed to Luis Gutierrez, a famous Cuban sports writer, and turned professional. He made good with a vengeance from the start. After stopping 21 opponents, he came to America. He started his U.S. campaign in 1928 at Commonwealth Club in New York. He was a double title holder. The Kid held the featherweight and the junior lightweight championships. He won the featherweight title on October 13, 1932, when he scored a knockout over Lou Feldman in Final New York. The elimination in 2 minutes and 45 seconds of 12 rounds. He knocked out Benny Bass in Philadelphia on July 15, 1931, to win a junior lightweight championship. The biggest purse he got was $49,600 from Al Singer contest, which he won in 12 rounds. He earned $345,000 in an American ring campaign. His record shows a total of 161 ring battles, of which he won 81 by decision. He scored 64 knockouts and lost 8 decisions, drew 6 times, and was knocked out 2 times. When he retired, he was made an athletic director of Cuban boxing and was placed on a monthly government pension. Kid Chocolate was elected to the Boxing Hall of Fame in 1959. Now, Kid Chocolate's amateur record, 100 bouts, 86 KOs, with 14 wins in Cuba. Professional record, 21 bouts, KO 21 in Cuba. Those are all Cuban bouts. 1928 is when he started his career. August 1st, Eddie Enos, New York City, KO'd him in 3 rounds. August 6th, Nick Mercer, New York City, KO'd him in 3 rounds. August 13th, Mike Castle, New York City, KO'd him in 3 rounds. August 18th, Johnny Green, New York City, KO'd him in 4 rounds. August 23rd, Nick DeSalvo, New York City, defeated him in 10 rounds. October 1st, Johnny Erickson, New York City, defeated him in 10 rounds. October 7th. October 1st, Johnny Erickson. October 7th, Eddie O'Dowd, New York City, defeated him in 10 rounds. October 29th, Joey Ross, good fighter, New York City, KO'd him in 1 round. October 29th, Joey Ross. November 7th, Frisco Grande, New York City, KO'd him in 4 rounds. November 19th, Picky Silverberg, New York City, defeated him in 10 rounds. November 22nd, Jack Swelser, New York City, KO'd him in 6 rounds. November 25th, Pinky May, New York City, KO'd him in 6 rounds. And this goes on and on. You can see all the knockouts in 1928. 1929, look at all the knockouts. Now, he's fighting basically once a week, at minimum. 1929, February 29th, Chick Suggs, very good African-American fighter. I do have him in my African-American scrapbook in the Police Gazette series. I'll be showing that next week. Fought him in Cuba, Havana. Defeated him in 10 rounds. March 29th, Phil O'Dowd, New York City, KO'd him in 1 round. March 18th, Al Racklow, Buffalo, New York, KO'd him in 4 rounds. April 19th, Bushy Graham, good fighter, New York City, defeated him in 15 rounds. Going back to March 22nd, Johnny Vaca, Boston, KO'd him in 9 rounds. April 19th, Vic Bourone, New York City, defeated him in 10 rounds. April 28th, Tommy Ryan, New York City, killed him in 1 round. May 8th, Steve Smith, Wilkes, defeated him in 10 rounds. May 22nd, Fidel LaBarba, New York City, defeated him in 10 rounds. Fidel LaBarba was a flyweight champion. Very good fighter. June 5th, Vidal Glagrovgro, Philadelphia, defeated him in 10 rounds. Trying my best to pronounce these names. June 18th, Terry Roth, New York City, KO'd him in 3 rounds. And this goes on and on and on. July 30th, Steve Smith, Chicago, Illinois, defeated him in 10 rounds. August 29th, Al Singer, New York City, defeated him in 12 rounds. Al Singer was a champion. Continue. December 10th, Herman Silverberg, New York City, killed him in 1 round. December 18th, Dominic Patron defeated him in 10 rounds. December 21st, Johnny Lawson killed him in 2 rounds. 1930, February 23rd, Vic Buron fought him once before. Havana, Cuba, defeated him in 10 rounds. March 5th, Benny Hall, Tampa, Florida, defeated him in 10 rounds. March 21st, Al Ridgway, New York City, killed him in 2 rounds. April 28th, Johnny Erickson, Toronto, Canada, defeated him in 10 rounds. August 7th, Jack Kidberg, New York City, lost in 10 rounds. Jack Kidberg is a champion. October 16th, Benny Neighbors, New York City, killed him in 1 round. October 27th, Mikey Doyle, out of Newark, New Jersey, killed him in 1 round. November 3rd, Fidel LaBarba, New York City, lost in 10 rounds. December 12th, Battling Bettino, New York City, lost in 15 rounds for the World Featherweight Championship. It's Battling Battalino. And he was a very good fighter. Very good fighter. Remember his fight with Billy Patrol. 1931, May 29th, Georgie Goldberg, New York City, killed him in 7 rounds. June 12th, Steve Smith, New Haven, Connecticut, defeated him in 10 rounds. July 15th, Benny Bass, out of Philadelphia, killed him in 7 rounds. And he won the Junior Lightweight Championship. Benny Bass was a very good fighter, outstanding in fact. October 1st, Joe Scalfaro, New York City, killed him in 1 round. October 12th, Steve Smith, Trenton, New Jersey, defeated him in 10 rounds. October 26th, Buck Oliver, Hartford, Connecticut, killed him in 2 rounds. November 2nd, Lou Feldman, New York City, defeated him in 10 rounds. November 20th, Tony Canzaneri, I have him ranked number 7 of all times. Perhaps number 8, New York City, lost in 15 rounds, and he lost his lightweight title. Well, he lost the opportunity for the lightweight title, held by Tony Canzaneri. November 30th, Maxie Lerner, New York City, killed him in 1 round. And this goes on and on. All victories in 1932. 1 loss, July 18th, Jackie Kidberg, New York City, lost 15 rounds. Eddie Shea, a very, very good fighter. That was August 4th in Chicago. That was Eddie Shea's hometown. Defeated him in 10 rounds. July 18th, Jack Kidberg, New York City, once again lost in 15. Johnny Farr, another good fighter. August 11th, Cincinnati, Ohio, lost in 10. October 13th, Lou Feldman, New York City, killed him in 12 and won a New York State featherweight title. Pete Nebo, very good fighter, November 14th, New York City, defeated him in 10 rounds. December 9th, Fidel LaBarba, New York City, defeated him in 15 rounds, New York State featherweight title. 1933, May 1st, Johnny Farr, Philadelphia, defeated him in 10 rounds. Seaman Watson, New York City, defeated him in 15 rounds. That was May 19th. A New York recognition of the featherweight title. November 24th, Tony Canzaneri, New York City. He was stopped in 2 rounds. December 4th, Frankie Wallace, Cleveland, Ohio, defeated him in 10 rounds. December 26th, Frankie Click, good fighter, very good fighter, Philadelphia, KO'd by in 7. Chocolate outgrew the featherweight division. 1934, he had 3 fights, won them all. One was a no decision with Bobby Gray. So Kid Chocolate, phenomenal fighter. Salute to Kid Chocolate. Kid Chocolate has been introduced in my museum of the Forgotten Fisticuffs series. And now he's placed there. One of the greatest fighters of all time, Kid Chocolate. Salute to Kid Chocolate. The Scrapbook Boxing Museum with the Forgotten Fisticuffs series. Thanks for hanging in there with me. Salute to my subscribers. Peace.